Hi, welcome to Turnout Tune In. I'm Romy Rappaport.
And I'm Zippora Cars. And today, what can I say? We get to speak with Lenai Wilkerson, who I know you, Lenai. You are my student at Kaufman School of Dance at USC. I'm an artist in residence there, and I stage a Balanchine ballet every year. And every year I had the fortune, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have gotten to work with you. And I'm really excited to be able to have this time to talk to you. There are so many things I feel I want to talk to you about. You're so articulate. You're so just able to really express yourself. And I want to hear from you first, how you're doing. And I'd love to hear some things that you'd love to share with us about this time, what's happening, both for you personally, also in the dance world. I know this is your first year with Ballet Hispanico. Yeah. I'm so excited for you. And I'm just so sorry that all performers are going through a period of not being able to be on stage. So I'd love to hear what you would like to start sharing with us.
Yeah, so it is a very difficult time currently. My heart goes out to all artists out right now of work. I think the best part of this, the silver lining, is that many of us have been able to travel back home. I know personally at Ballet Hispanico, we're very much a touring company, and we're often on the road, often away from home, and this has just been a really nice time to be with family. It's been a very reflective time, both as human and as artists. I think that it's only going to feed us all, and that creative bone that we all have. So I am hopeful for the future of dance and the future of art. I feel very heavy-hearted, and I think another silver line of all that is happening with the Black Lives Matter movement that has spiraled into so many different directions, especially within the dance world. I think I feel very heavy-hearted because there's so much that's being exposed, but there's so much good that's going to come out of it. Conversations like these and conversations all around the world that people are having, and internally and both with others and with those in power. I think it's a great time for us to challenge life as we knew it and art as we knew it.
Yeah. And what can you share for those of us who are teachers, for you as you are teaching, you just said yourself, but also as a dancer, things that you have experienced on the receiving end, and some things that you can tangibly help us understand, those of us who think that we're even looking and doing a better job for ourselves. What more can you share that maybe we're not even seeing or thinking about or realizing?
Yeah, something that you brought up a while ago that I thought was really great was mentioning and recognizing that ballet is elitist, and just going in from that aspect, because that's something that I feel I specialize in. It is a very elitist art form historically, but I think there has been a history before now that has been working towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. From the start of these boards, EDI boards, to so much eye-opening of teachers around the world. So I want to start by saying I'm appreciative of all of the work that has been done before this movement, because we can't move forward without recognizing the past and recognizing the work that has started and that has been done. I mean, even for me to be a professional in a contemporary ballet company and feel very proud that I've made it, I think, and that's thanks to you, Zippy. Like, I appreciate the work that has been done so far, and there's so much more to be done, but it's only going to happen if we continue to move forward with open arms, I think. And in terms of answering your question about what can we do as teachers, as coddlers of the next generation, what can teachers do in order to coddle this next generation? I think we have to continue to make sure that our dancers, our dancers of color feel seen. And the only way to do that is to move and strive towards more inclusivity, yes, private conversations, and just continuing to uplift. And I think some of the best memories I have in my training, especially with you, Zippy, were moments where you pulled me aside and you said, "I believe in you. You have what it takes. I believe in you." And hearing those words, I move forward with that, because oftentimes, being a brown ballerina, I had to question: is this going to be likely for me? Not seeing someone that I felt represented me in my bow legs and seemingly problematic bone structure, right? And having darker skin, often questioning what was the likelihood of someone like me, because I didn't have, hyperextension like Misty Copeland, or, feet that shaped like bananas, and what would the world look like for me? But having those private conversations and a little extra nurturing, if you will, that you gave, and just encouragement, I think is a great starting point. Offering more equity in the studio, and that's a very tricky statement, because we have to ask ourselves, why do we want more equity? Why do we want more diversity in the studio? Is it to fulfill a quota? Is it to tokenize? And it's a very thin line to walk. So we have to continue to be cognizant of why we're making decisions that we're making, and to continue to question ourselves, as we have done, and as we've seen through this Black Lives Matter movement. It's this continuing process of questioning that's been happening. It started out with police brutality, and it has spiraled. I mean, just look, it's spiraled into what's happening within our own dance world, what's happening within our own studios, within our own walls. And I think it starts from home. And with that, I would say encouraging our parents, the parents of our students, to continue to uplift. I'm very, very thankful that I had supportive parents that believed in me just as much as you did, Zippy, and other teachers that I had that believed in me. I think it's very important to start from home. And I think that's a big general blanketed statement about what's happening right now. We have to start from home.